SARACENS Lament here. So this is us coming back onto Invisible Hours. So let's really get into it because we completed the first chapter yesterday, 100%. Got the achievement and everything. Uh, so let's see how we do today. Right, insert ticket. There we go.
You are far too easy. I prefer den.
Flora, could I persuade you to come out of the rain, Flora? Mr. Tesla?
Some kind of
Call
weird
them down
video.
immediately. Bang the gong. Oh, bloody hell.
I enjoyed that when he found the body.
Stop!
You are far.
Alright, so that was just going to replay. That would have been annoying as hell. Okay. So, we're back in here. Where the hell are we? We should be in part 2 now. The beginning of part 2. Who should we start with? I don't know. Oliver Swan, our shifty butler, he's quite interesting, so might just go and watch what he's doing. Now that we're in chapter 2, it should be easier just to follow them around and just stick with one, work right through to the end of the chapter, and then just go back and follow each and every single individual. And Mrs. yesterday said that I should also do Nikola Tesla to make sure that nothing happens to his body. Like, that has nothing to do with these people, but that sounds like a complete pain in the ass. I don't want to do that. Stand next to a dead body for the entire set. It's like, what is it? A half-hour set? I know you fast forward to it, but yeah, you'd just be standing there. Like, we'll see if I get an achievement for all the scenes. If I do, then great. If I don't, then I'm gonna have to stand next to a body. Okay. Well, we'll start with Oliver Swan. If it lets me. um. See if it'll let me start from the beginning of chapter 2. I don't really know what it's doing.
Mr. Tesla?
Oh, this again. Alright, we'll just have to wait and see. Ah, here we go. So that's Victor there. He's an interesting character. Now I just need to find our manservant. Where? Nope, neither are you two. Or talk to the dead friend there. Where is this blind guy at? Actually, last time we spoke to him, it was upstairs, I believe. Let me just check what's through here. The kitchen. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was upstairs. He just finished speaking to the other guy. If I remember correctly, anyway. Oh, hello. You're supposed to be blind. I suppose you could count the text, but okay, we'll see. So this will be the beginning here. Yeah, seems legit.
I, Nikola Tesla, a resident of the state of New York, do hereby declare this to be my last will and testament.
What?
Tesla's will. Last will and testament of Nikola Tesla. I, Nikola Tesla, a resident of the state of New York, do hereby declare this to be my last will and testament. I direct that my executor pay my funeral expenses and any other death taxes imposed at the time of my death. Beyond this, my wishes are simple. I bequeath my entire estate to scientific museums of the world. All monies are to be distributed evenly to the museums of Europe, Asia, and the Americas. No man, woman, or child may lay individual claims to any of my estate. Signed, Nikola Tesla.
I don't think he's happy about that.
You son of a bitch! This is what I did! This is my compensation!
Well, that's what you get for pretending to be blind the entire time.
You know my circumstances. If I had known you were so heartless, I would have done something much worse than murder you.
Well, that's that well gone. And now back to pretending that he's blind. What a charming individual you are. He just gave up. He was like, nah, fuck it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to pretend to limp around. He's like, fuck it. Oh, no, he's back. Who's the show for? Tesla's corpse. I'm guessing we could probably fast forward this bit. Oh.
Ah, Mr. Swan. There you are. Do you have a moment?
Just want to say, these guys are getting very comfortable with this corpse just lying here. And they're just walking past it. Like, oh yeah, carry on my normal life. But there's just a dead man lying there. I'll get used to it now. That's yesterday's news.
You must leave this house.
I intend to, but not yet.
You must go. Mr. Tesla did not want you here.
Well, he's dead, so you can drop the act.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have it your way. The lock. The door. He changed the lock. I want the new combination.
What door?
The door. You know the one I mean. And if you don't give me the combination, I'll tell everyone the truth about you.
Madam, we have never met before, eh? I think perhaps you have me confused with
The
something.
detective and I found Tesla dead. Then you showed up right there and then he asked you, besides us three, how many people are there in this house? Do you remember what you said?
No?
You said 4. 4 other people, which is strange because at that point you didn't know Tesla was dead because we hadn't told you yet. Which means you should have said 5.
It was just a mistake.
It's a good point. I didn't catch that.
Maybe you miscounted. Or perhaps you knew he was dead because you killed him yourself.
Madam, that is absolutely
Or
untrue.
perhaps there's another explanation. You could see he was dead. Because you're not blind at all. Are you?
Madam, I assure you, I have been blind my whole life.
Tesla may be dead. But if people found out you lied to get your position here, they'll send you back to where you came from. Back into chains.
I am blind.
There's enough suffering in this world already. I'd hate for you to be dragged back into your old life. I imagine it wasn't very nice.
But madam, I am blind.
You're blind.
Yes, madam.
Very well.
She's gonna whap out that gun, isn't she?
You're no use to me. There you are. Give me the combination.
I didn't see it clearly. He was always in the way.
His voice just get deeper suddenly.
Me.
One, 7, 1945.
You've saved a very important life today. Believe me. Just make sure no one gets into the basement until I'm done. Why keep the secrets of a dead man anyway?
Because that is what a good man should do.
And was Tesla a good man to you? Those marks on your hands.
Don't see anything.
I know what they are.
So there's a whole load of mess going on in this house right now. We'll get to it. What are you gonna do, pal? So make sure he didn't talk there. Yeah, he did. Looks like it.
Mademoiselle? Is Bernard?
Maybe not. Where are you going now? What's going on there? Okay.
Out of my way.
Oh, where are you
I'm
going?
going to tell everyone the truth about you.
No, why?
You knew the door wouldn't open. You lied to me. I'm not to be trifled with.
Wait. I know what happened. There's a second lock on that door.
A second lock?
Yes, it is electromagnetic.
What does that mean?
If you want to open it, you must turn off the voltage regulator for the whole house.
Where's the switch?
Outside. Go out the front door. Turn right.
I may be a fool, but I'm not foolish. The second I go outside, you tell the detective I'm trying to escape and he shoots me.
But, madam, you can trust me. I swear.
I can trust the man who's been lying to every single person here? No, you're going outside.
Not a bad idea. Here comes Tommy.
I do hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all, sir.
So you were just standing here in total silence.
No, sir.
I was just thinking about you, Mr. Swan. About how you have the access to all the food and drink in this house.
Are you hungry? I could prepare a supper.
No, I'm not hungry. Just curious. I don't believe we've met. I'm the Thomas Edison.
The Thomas Edison. Doesn't think much of himself, does he?
And you?
My name is Flora White.
Miss or Mrs.?
I suppose
Sounds complicated. So, did you know him well?
Who?
Tesla. Who else?
I'm not sure one ever knows a man like him.
And you two? You know each other?
No. We worked for Mr. Tesla at different times.
You worked for him as well. How interesting. I thought there was only one person here carrying out Tesla's orders. He didn't like me much, did he, Mr. Swan?
I am sure I don't know, sir.
I'm sure you don't. Let's drink a little house whiskey.
I wouldn't drink that whiskey. Let me have a look at this bottle. Yep, that's the same bottle. The one that's like dosed with laudanum. Thing is, Mr. Swan knows about that bottle, but if he admits to knowing that that bottle's poisoned, he'll be admitting that he's not blind. Because it means that he's recognised the bottle. Tommy here is trying to work out who poisoned that bottle.
A toast. To Tesla.
I don't care for the taste, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. It's the truth.
Stop. I want to see him drink first. Drink. To your master.
Because that's not suspicious at all. Like, no lady, you're not allowed to drink. I want to watch him drink first.
I would prefer not.
You'd prefer not.
What are you doing? Stop it!
Drink it, you son of a bitch! I know exactly what you did, you pigeon-livered little wretch, but you can't kill me!
I didn't do anything.
It was Tesla's final wish, wasn't it? I want to hear you say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The whiskey, upstairs. You poisoned it!
No. That wasn't me.
The funny thing is that it truly wasn't him, and the only reason he knows is because he caught the Vandenberg kid trying to kill himself, and he stopped him. The Vandenberg kid poisoned his own whiskey and was going to kill himself because he was a disappointment to his daddy. But he stopped him, which is why he knows that that bottle's poisoned. And fucking Edison, like an absolute genius, walks into the Vandenberg kid's room, sees this lovely bottle of whiskey and tries to drink from it. and then almost dies because of it. Now he thinks everyone's trying to kill him. You never know, maybe they are trying to kill him, but not this time.
Then who was it?
I'm not at liberty to say.
The hell you're not.
Who was it?
It was another guest.
Which other guest?
I cannot say, sir.
So you're in cahoots with them?
The whiskey was not meant for you. The person who put the poison in there intended to drink it themselves.
What are you talking about?
They were going to commit suicide.
Kill themselves? Why? Who?
The person in question had a change of heart. I don't think they would want me to mention their name. It's a private matter.
But what if the person wanted to kill themselves out of guilt for murdering Tesla? Then we have a right to...
No, that was not the reason. I am quite certain of that.
Then what was the reason?
Old pain from an old wound.
Hogwash! I don't believe a word of this. If you didn't do it, I demand to know who poisoned my drink! You wait right here. I'll be back.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
The kitchen.
That's not what we agreed.
Well, that was before I got hit in the face.
It was a good hit. Take it like a champ.
Go and do what I told you. I have to get inside that room.
I have to put something on this.
My patience is wearing thin. I'll tell them, don't push me.
Push you.
There can't be that many cuts of steak in there. Choose one and get moving.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Swan is totally thinking about it. Let's have a wee look at that. Yeah, that would do the job nicely.
You should know. There's only so much a man can endure.
Believe me, women are no different. How long are you going to stand there?
I don't think he's got the balls.
I said, how long are you going to...
Please! I just want a moment of peace.
I don't have time for this. I've suffered too, you know.
Madam, I don't know you, but I know I would win that contest.
No, you wouldn't.
I had a son. A good boy. God knows I loved him.
Cue the heartfelt backstory.
But I abandoned him. So I could escape the men who called themselves my masters. God knows that too. I ran all the way to America, but even here, even now, you people still all want to control me. But you don't understand. I already have a master. My master is my shame. The shame I feel for leaving my boy. And now I realize
You told Monsieur Gustav that you heard my voice right before
I will never be a free man.
That'll be why you wanted Tesla's money then. Okay.
So, you tell them whatever you want. You cannot control me anymore.
Quite plainly that you heard a woman arguing with Mr. Tesla moments before I found him dead.
I think I've been trying to force you to help me because I was afraid that if I begged you wouldn't do it. I don't want to control anyone. I just want to get inside that room.
Why though? I'm guessing they both know what's in there.
Mr. Tesla promised me some money to start a new life in this country. But he left me nothing.
What the heck?
There must be a lot of money in that room for you to care so much.
You can keep what's there.
So it's not money. What is in there?
A chance to make my mistake undone.
It means a lot to you.
It means everything.
I will help you. I will let you know when it is done.
Mr. Swan. Thank you.
Alright, well that's Mr. Swan's chapter 2 story then. Fairly non-eventful action-wise, but we got some information there. Yeah, let's just do Flora's because we've got some missing moments from her. Once we've covered that, I'll probably do.
Flora.
I'll cover those two.
Oh, I thought Mr. Swan was in here.
Flora. Did you find anything?
No, nothing.
Why did you want to know where the butler is?
I was hungry. What about Victor Mundy? I thought he did it.
I'm going to talk to everybody.
Why did you lie about being a detective?
I didn't lie.
You didn't tell the truth.
All that matters is bringing this killer to justice.
I have a right to know who I'm stuck in this house with. Why did you say you weren't a detective?
Because a real detective doesn't make mistakes.
Pretty sure they do.
Everybody makes mistakes. You look like you could use a drink. I know where Tesla keeps the good whiskey.
Don't drink it.
No. No, there's work to be done.
So who do you think killed Mr. Tesla?
It's a little early for that. But I have my suspicions.
Who?
Mr. Edison!
You think it was Edison?
Go.
That's not what he said.
I'll check the rest of the house.
Oh no, I really don't trust her.
Me.
Ah, Mr. Swan. There you are. Do you have a...
And this is where we catch up with these two. They have it out for a little bit. At some point she's going to storm off.
Why keep the secrets of a dead man anyway?
Because that is what a good man should do.
And was Tesla a good man to you? Those marks on your hands. I know what they are.
So she went straight down there. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna see her go down here, put in the code that he gave her, and she's just gonna lose her shit again. That should be fun to watch. That's not fair.
Like son of a bitch.
Yeah, her gun's stuck as well, so she's lost her gun. Gun is stuck to the door.
Out of my way.
Where are you
I'm
going?
going to tell everyone the truth about you.
No, why?
Alright, so that's us caught up with her story as well. Is there a way for me to hop? Yeah, there we go. So that's us got all of Flora and Mr. Swan. Let's go and watch Gustav, because it looks like or sounded like there was going to be some fun there.
Flora.
He was screaming about fire earlier.
Oh, I thought Mr. Swan was in here.
So we've already watched this little bit.
You think it was Edison?
Go.
I'll take the rest of the house.
And what are you holding? Oh.
I am a respected inventor, detective, not a dog. Don't call me in such a manner.
Sit.
God, you're such a child.
I see you don't drink the house whiskey.
Your cologne smells very expensive.
It's rose water. Same scent that Mozart wore.
Hoping some of his genius would rub off on you.
I already am a genius.
And a modest one at that.
Isn't that what they say about you and Tesla? That you are the Salieri to his Mozart.
You've got a damn nerve.
You knew each other well, didn't you? At best you were rivals, at worst enemies maybe. Yet according to the papers, Mr. Tesla out-invented you time and time again. Have I got that right?
Nikola Tesla was no more my equal than you are, detective.
Then why come all the way out here?
Perhaps you should lay off the booze, Mr. Gustav. It pushes a man's mind in foolish directions.
Or makes him writhe in a crumpled heap on the floor and cry like a little baby. You remember when you did that?
Aim to kill Tesla, didn't you?
Who the hell do you think you are?
Well, if you didn't, why are you here? Why are you here, Mr. Edison?
Because I wanted to know what he meant.
About what?
Tesla said if I came, he could make my mistake undone. I wanted to know how.
What mistake? Oh, I assure you, I will find out either way.
A man like me receives dozens of unsolicited designs every day. Some of my inventions may have been, shall we say, inspired by those designs. And somehow Nikola found out. He called it my great mistake.
Great mistake that you're a thieving bastard who seems to keep doing it, apparently.
Dear God, I do hope this isn't your will. There's barely a word spelled correctly.
So, you stole your inventions. You're not a genius, you're a thief.
You can't put a steak in front of a wolf and expect them not to eat it.
Tesla could have ruined your name. That's a powerful motive for murder.
You think I would really tell you all that so willingly if I actually killed the man?
Maybe.
Well, in my experience, people tend to tell a little truth to hide the bigger lie.
Brilliant theory, Detective. But I'm afraid I must exonerate myself. Follow me. Heel.
God, such a bitch.
Mr. Vanderberg! Mr. Vanderberg!
What are you doing?
Murder is a matter of motive and opportunity, yes? Evidently, you're stupid enough to believe I was sufficiently motivated. But let us now test your little theory and see if I had opportunity. Where the hell is that boy? Probably got stuck in a pile of his father's money. Mr. Vanderberg!
If you had an alibi, Mr. Edison, you would have told me by now.
I didn't expect to be accused.
All right. Where were you when Mr. Tesla was killed?
I was alone in my room.
Not a very good alibi, is it?
No.
I don't remember hearing yours. Maybe you killed him.
Hello? What's going on?
Tell him what you told me. About what you heard. You heard a woman. Tell him.
Well, a few minutes before you arrived, I heard something.
What?
Someone, a woman's voice, arguing with Tesla. It must have been moments before he was murdered.
A woman's voice? Whose voice?
I don't know. I was upstairs in my room and the storm was too loud to hear what they were up in arms about.
At that time, there was only one woman in this house.
You think she killed him?
Mademoiselle? Miss Bernard?
Oh, she seems pleasant enough. But they say she used to be a wagtail.
What now?
I'm afraid your American slang is lost on me, Mr. Edison.
Well, that's probably for the best. Just remember, she's an actress. She lies for a living.
Bonsoir, gentlemen. Have the police arrived?
No, not yet. Would you please come to the dining room, mademoiselle?
I'm not sure I can entertain all three of you at once.
Just me, Miss Bernard.
I suppose that'll do. Ooh la 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 la. You all look very serious.
A man did just die here.
But the show must go on, no? Shall we?
Mr. Vanderberg, don't wander off too far. I intend to speak to you next. Gentlemen?
Yeah, just leave Vandenberg to stew on that for a little while. And what Edison said did not clear him at all. Say, oh yeah, I'm just going to exonerate myself by pointing the finger at someone else. Doesn't do anything.
So you're famous, Miss Bernard.
You flatter me, Monsieur Gustave, but an actor does not seek fame. We seek only truth.
Then we have one thing in common. By the way, Mr. Vanderberg says he heard you shouting at Mr. Tesla at the front door, moments before he was murdered.
Then Monsieur Vanderberg is a liar.
Really?
The butler let me in, not Tesla. He showed me to my room, and there I stayed until you arrived.
Well, if it wasn't you that was shouting at Mr. Tesla, then who?
I don't know. Perhaps we should have a séance and ask him.
Why did Tesla invite you here?
Just because you're handsome does not mean I will give up my secrets so fast.
I am an officer of the law. This will go as fast as I want it to.
But you'll get so much deeper if you go slow. Let's play a game together, huh?
I'm not interested in games.
But you are interested in the truth. In this game, we'll take turns. You answer my question, and then I will answer yours. This way we both get what we want.
Go on.
Do you like me?
Doesn't...
Only when you've got your nose on.
I only care if you do.
Why would you care?
Is that your question?
We.
Because if the most dangerous man in the house likes me, then I'm not in any danger.
Oh, I'm not dangerous.
Oh, what a pity. My turn. Monsieur Detective. Is there such thing as a mystery that cannot be solved?
Two men on a roof. One fell off. There was no way of proving whether he was pushed or he jumped.
The perfect crime.
My turn. I think you came here because Mr. Tesla told you he could make your mistake undone. What was that mistake?
I made no mistake.
No?
No. Somehow, Tesla knew a secret that I never told another living soul. I didn't want him dead. I wanted to know how he knew. What's this?
It belongs to the man I called outside. Something is burning. Stay here.
His name is Victor.
Anything of interest in this room? Oh. Alright. That'll be Mr. Swan's room. That'll be his little boy. Okay.
Hello? Is something burning?
I love how everybody
smell
just
smoke.
ignores him.
I demand to know who poisoned my drink. You wait right here. I'll be back.
Oh, that'll be the painting that what's his face threw on the fire. That'll be smelling. Is that the remnants of his will?
What's going on?
Doesn't really show much.
Somebody was trying to burn this document.
Well, it certainly wasn't me. I was downstairs. What is it? What does it say? For goodness sake, man, what does it say?
It says other death.
What does that mean, other death? What other death?
Indeed.
It could be instructions for the killer.
No, this is Tesla's handwriting. Did you happen to see anybody else come up here?
No. No one but you. You smelled that burning from downstairs?
I did.
You've quite a nose.
Is he gonna go shout at Sarah again?
Where were we?
Detective, I wish to be honest with you.
Oh, I thought you were honest all.
She's not gonna pull her nose off again, is she?
I know who killed Tesla.
Who?
Victor Mondi.
And you know this exactly how?
I just know.
Oh yeah, great. That's being honest.
Let's do a little better than that.
Why else would he run away?
Remind me, what was your alibi?
You can't seriously believe what Vandenberg said about me. The spoiled little nouveau riche. Call him in here. If I am to be accused, I want to hear him say it to my face.
Yeah, great controlling the situation there, man.
Well, I certainly seem to be at people's beck and call this evening.
You told Monsieur Gustave that you heard my voice right before Tesla was murdered.
Not exactly. I said I heard a voice.
No, you said you heard a woman's voice.
I was the only woman in the house. That is an accusation.
I can't be sure that it was a woman.
May
Really?
I remind you that you told me quite plainly that you heard a woman arguing with Mr. Tesla moments before I found him dead.
I wasn't being entirely truthful.
Then be truthful now.
It wasn't a woman.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Why would you say it was?
Mr. Edison is a very passionate man.
So?
Passionate men are best agreed with when their blood's up. Honestly, I think the voice I heard was a man's.
A man like Victor Mondi.
I don't know.
Mr. Vanderberg, either you were lying then, or you are lying now.
This is the truth now.
Unreliable.
Maybe somebody else got into the house.
No. Victor Mondi tried to escape. That means he's guilty.
I will decide who's guilty and who's not guilty. How would somebody else have come into the house?
The butler's blind.
Mr. Swan! Get out, both of you.
Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, so that's number 2. So that's these 3 completely done. Who to do next? Quite interested in what Victor was doing this entire time. Actually, let's just work our way through it left to right then. Let's go and see Augustus Vanderberg, see what he was doing. Because we've only had a little bit of crossover with him.
how you feel.
He's gonna pick up the Necronomicon, which is sat right here. I bet ya. He's completely mad about talking to his brother, that's why he's carrying that machine around all the time. Excuse me?
A secret door.
How did he find that so easily? Mr. Edison.
You look guilty.
Why do you say that?
Calm yourself, boy. People murder for personal gain. What more does a Vanderberg have to gain in life? It would take you 10 lifetimes to spend all that money. So, where were you when Tesla met his grisly fate?
Upstairs.
Ah. But how do you know that's when he died?
Well, it must have been sometime between when that woman was shouting at him and when the detective...
You lying bastard! He did say a woman.
What woman? I'll be back. What if she poisoned it?
Well, that's him found the other secret entrance then. He's lucky he didn't bump into that wifey. She'll be coming down here soon. What are you doing? Big shiny Tesla coil. His puny little mind has just been blown, apparently. Um. Can't quite make it out. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back and have a wee look at what's showing on that slideshow, just in case there's anything important. It's not very easy to make it out, but... Well, she's not been there yet, because her gun's not stuck to the door. Okay. Really not clear. Oh, that's a plane. A rocket? That's a rocket or a tower? That totally looks like a rocket. That is an underwater breathing apparatus. That looks like a fake heart? Or... Ah, nah, it's just... Okay. Defibrillator. Random locations or something? The internet? Is that what... That looks like Tesla's designing the internet there. There we go. Couple of things that apparently Tesla has created. Planes, rockets, the internet. And a defibrillator. Okay. Just wondering if any of these pictures are any of the ones. Nah. Oh no, I'm stuck.
Come, my friends. 'Tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order smite the sounding furrows. For my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset, and the paths of all the western stars, forever.
I might actually listen to this conversation because
What's going on?
Tell him what you told me. About what you heard. You heard a woman. Tell him.
Well, a few minutes before you arrived, I heard something.
What?
Someone, a woman's voice, arguing with Tesla.
he definitely said a woman's voice, and he definitely said it before when he was talking to Edison in the library, and that was completely unpushed. He said that straight off the bat. Yeah, later on, he says, "Oh no, I don't think it actually was a woman. It could have been a guy." So unreliable.
Far. I intend to speak to you next. Gentlemen.
Oh, Victor.
Ain't you gonna ask me if I killed him?
Well, I think that would be terribly gauche of me.
Yeah,
Gauche.
it's all okay.
I suppose that's a gentleman's word, is it?
That's kind of you to say so.
What's that?
It's the thing he uses to talk to his dead brother. Leave him alone.
It's, a spirit radio.
And what does a spirit radio do?
Well, Tesla said it was a means of contacting the dead, but you'd be a fool to believe that.
So why are you carrying it about then?
Because he's a fool.
Well, it's a fine machine. And I appreciate the fine things in life.
I know you do.
I'm sorry?
William Turner.
William Turner.
He was an artist.
Bootstrap Bill.
He painted ships alone at sea, each of them at the mercy of a great storm. I know how those ships feel. And when he died, and I was in the clink, I sent a man with all my money to buy me one of his drawings. I couldn't afford one of his paintings. I just wanted something small. And at that same auction, another man, a rich gentleman, he swaned in and snapped up every single item for himself. Cost him $500,000, so they say. Snatched it all out of reach of the common man.
So your daddy.
William Turner didn't leave a will. It was a public auction. And it was the right of any man to do what I did.
Oh, he did it himself.
And if it's any consolation, my father called it a waste of family money. He doesn't much care for art. Perhaps if another man, like say Mr. Edison, had died, and I bought up his estate, perhaps he'd be more grateful.
Am I to care what makes your father grateful?
No. I suppose not.
I've pulled a man's throat out for less than what you did. But no hard feelings, eh?
Would you excuse me? I don't feel very well.
Manners maketh the man, young Mr. Vandenberg.
You're a creepy bastard, you know that. Fuck.
You gave me a sign. You gave me a wonderful gift. But men like him, they take away gifts like that from me. They've done it all my life. So maybe, just maybe, you don't want me to throw this away just yet.
Monsieur! Monsieur, please! Please!
What's this about?
Us working girls never forget a face.
Oh,
Even we ain't worked in years.
ah, so she was a prostitute. Okay. Everybody seems to be connected in this, they really do.
I remember that night. You took me off the street in Whitechapel all the way up to that fancy hotel room. And then... nothing. You didn't touch me.
Why are we talking about this?
Because I know why we didn't do anything. You're trying to fix yourself. Trying to teach yourself to like girls. Can't learn that, can ya?
What do you want? Do you want money?
No! Just Tell the detective you didn't hear my voice.
There we
It
go.
wasn't me.
And if I refuse?
I wonder. Does Daddy know about your little secret?
What about you? Do you like hiding the real you under that shell?
You wait out there. I'll call you. Au revoir, monsieur. Au revoir.
So that's why he changed his story. The plot thickens.
Where were we? Oh, I thought you were honest all along. I know he's Tesla. Who? And you know this especially hard.
She seems to be trying really hard to point the finger at everyone else. She's not trying to defend herself, she's just trying to implicate someone else. So she is the most suspicious so far, I would say. That's such a really good point. Like, I don't think Gustav's smart enough to realise that Mr. Vandenberg showed up pretty damn quick there, didn't he?
I certainly seem to be at people's beck and call this evening.
You told Monsieur Gustav that you heard my voice right before Tesla was murdered.
Not exactly. I said I heard a voice.
No, you said you heard a woman's voice.
I was the only woman in the house. That is an accusation.
I can't be sure that it was a woman.
May I remind you that you told me quite plainly that you heard a woman arguing with Mr. Tesla moments before I found him dead.
I wasn't being entirely truthful.
Then be truthful now.
It wasn't a woman.
Why would you say it was?
Mr. Edison is a very passionate man.
So?
Passionate men are best agreed with when their blood's up. Honestly, I think the voice I heard was a man's.
A man like Victor Mondi.
I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose she's not just trying to implicate anyone, she's trying to implicate her father. Well, we're pretty sure that it's her father because she's missing a nose, and Victor Monday said that he cut off his little girl's nose when she was it's like, at trial, showing as a witness against him. So, yeah, pretty sure that's why she's, like, trying to aim everything for Victor.
Mr. Vandenberg, either you were lying then, or you are lying now.
This is the truth now.
No, it's not.
Maybe somebody else got into the house.
No. Victor Mondi tried to escape. That means he's guilty.
I will decide who's guilty and who's not guilty. How would somebody else have come into the house?
That fucking stink eye she's giving him. Say something.
The butler's blind.
Mr. Swan! Get out, both of you.
See, the things you miss until you get all the facts together, eh? And let me guess, you're standing there wanting to tell him the truth now that she's left. Has she actually left, though? What was that? There we go. So that's all of them done there. Excuse me? No, there's not. I just stayed right next to him the entire time. There shouldn't be any gap there. Call bullshit there. I was next to him this entire time. That's frustrating as hell. Okay. I'm just gonna nip to the toilet. I will be right back. Bear with me. Yeah. I can't pause it. Okay, I will be right back. Won't be long. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Sorry for that brief intermission there. So, that's us done. Gustav, Flora, Oliver, and Augustus. As far as that little gap there, I have got no idea why it's done it. I can only think that maybe it doesn't count it if you fast forward, even if you are sat like right next to them. Which is frustrating. Where was he? Oh, that's where I was. Right. He was with Edison there. I watched that. At that moment when he was in the room with Edison. Color me confused. Alright, I'm just gonna hop back in there very quickly and just fast forward.
Well, it must have been some time between when that woman was shouting at him and when the detective arrived.
Because that's weird. I just want to make sure. Like, I definitely didn't miss anything. Yeah, it's got to be when I went down into the cellar with him. I was with him every step.
Hello? What's going on?
Tell him what.
Yeah. Alright. I've definitely seen all that. And now I've got all the colour. That's good. That's weird, but yeah. Definitely didn't miss anything there. Let's go to the beginning with Mr. Edison.
Well, it must have been...
Miss Bernhardt, could you please keep this between us?
So, he'll have just been poisoned there and she just saved his life.
Why?
Because I want to know who spiked my whiskey before I announce that I know it was spiked.
And then he goes and starts shouting about how somebody spiked his whiskey in front of the butler and that other wifey.
It's good to have one person I can trust.
It is.
Seem to be breathing a bit deeply there. Still recovering now. Alright, so he totally sees him do that. Okay, so we saw all this.
But then why save me? What if she poisoned it? But then why save me? I am a respected inventor, detective, not a dog. Don't call me in such a manner.
Sit.
I see you don't drink the house whiskey.
Your cologne smells very expensive.
It's rose water.
So we've seen this bit as well where they fight it out.
Got a damn nerve.
You knew each other well, didn't you?
Yeah. This is where he accuses him of stealing all of his shit. And, well, actually he admits
Well,
that he
if you
stole all
didn't-
his shit.
Why are you here?
All his
Why are
ID.
you here, Mr. Edison?
Because I wanted to know what he meant.
About what?
Tesla said if I came, he could make my mistake undone. I wanted to know how.
What mistake? Oh, I assure you, I will find out either way.
A man like me receives dozens of unsolicited designs every day. Some of my inventions may have been, shall we say, inspired by those designs. And somehow Nicola found out.
Okay. So, yeah, he admits that. He says that his motive is plenty. Oh, yeah. This is where he tries to exonerate himself by blaming someone else. But not actually giving himself a proper like alibi or anything.
Murder is a matter of motive and opportunity, yes? Evidently, you're stupid enough to believe I was sufficiently motivated. But let us now test your little theory and see if I had opportunity. Where the hell is that boy? Probably got stuck in a pile of his father's money.
It doesn't disprove your like opportunity. You've still got just as much opportunity. Just you're claiming that someone else talked to him just before he died as well.
Vanderberg!
If you had an alibi, Mr. Edison, you would have told me by now.
It's because he doesn't.
I didn't expect to be accused.
All right. Where were you when Mr. Tesla was killed?
I was alone in my room.
Not a very good alibi, is it?
I don't remember hearing yours. Maybe you killed him.
Hello? What's going on?
Then that stuff. Oh yeah, I heard a woman. Before Sarah gets them.
A man did just die here.
But the show must go on, no? Shall we?
Let's rewind a little bit.
Mr. Vanderberg, don't wander off too far. I intend to speak to you next. Gentlemen?
I do hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all, sir.
So you were just standing here in total silence.
No, sir.
I was just thinking about you, Mr. Swan. About how you have the access to all the food and drink in this house.
Yep, and this is where he accuses him of spiking the whiskey, even though, well, we already know it was that boy trying to kill himself. There's a lot of crossovers in this chapter, so a lot of watching the same stuff again.
So you're in cahoots with them?
The whiskey was not meant for you. The person who put the poison in there intended to drink it themselves.
Whoops.
Wait right here. I'll be back.
Alright, Arnie. Is that Victor in that room?
What's
oh
going
no,
on?
it's not. It's good stuff.
Somebody was trying to burn this document.
Well, it's
Some found part of the will.
I did.
You've quite a nose.
But yeah, fucking called it with that butler, by the way. The entire first episode, I thought he was suspicious as all hell. Just in case anybody is coming not realised. The butler he opened up the safe behind here. He read the last will and testament of Tesla. He didn't leave him fuck all, even though he promised that he would. He then had a rage, pulled the painting off the wall there, threw it and the will into the fireplace. So, not blind at all. I'm just going to rewind here because it seems to want you to be practically holding their hand, otherwise it shows up black markers. Let's just have a good look here. Tesla with Einstein. So many sharp objects in this game. Just wondering when somebody's gonna get stabbed. Here we
My
go.
mind is bursting at the seams. I can barely transcribe my designs before 100 more flood into my head. I have reduced my sleep to 3 hours each night. Yet still, I feel I need another lifetime to achieve what is within me. No matter what I do, there is never enough time.
Oh, that's a nice wee throwback to yesterday. Yesterday's chapter 1, there was an article talking about Edison. It was like he limits himself to only 6 hours sleep every night, just because he's got so much work to do and so many ideas rattling around his brain. But there's Tesla's own diary saying that he himself is limiting himself to 3. Okay, anything else in here? Be funny if he read that. No, it's just walked in here for the bants. He's probably in here to steal ideas. May as well, eh?
Oh, I thought you were,
Locked up? Well, I ain't. Yeah. You're
no,
famous, ain't you?
I'm just an engineer.
Yeah, hold on. You're that inventor. Thomas Edison. You came up with a gramophone, didn't you? Which means you know how machines work. Things like this.
Where'd you get that?
I found
I
it.
could have sworn Mr. Vanderberg had one just like it. Where's he?
He actually sounds worried for the Vanderberg kid there.
His keeper, maybe he's dead.
Why would you say that?
What was that?
I'm not his keeper, maybe he's dead.
Why would you say that?
They're just words. We can say what we like, can't we? Come here. Look, I don't buy it.
I wouldn't.
Actually, that's a lie. I do buy it, but I need you to show me how this works. Now come here.
I'd rather not lower myself to using Tesla's garbage.
I'd rather you did. Now.
He wants to talk to the wife he killed, huh?
Right now.
Should probably do it, man.
It's, fairly straightforward. So the detective let you go?
Well, he must have, mustn't he?
There we go. To be honest, we didn't really learn much more from Edison's side there. Wow, okay, there's bigger gaps with Sarah's one than I thought there would be. Like, whereabouts is she? At the beginning. So, pop myself there. Ah, yeah, at the very beginning she's talking to Edison, isn't she? Cool.
Miss Bernhardt, could you please keep this between us?
Why?
Because I want to know who spiked my whiskey before I announce that I know it was spiked.
It wasn't even yours, you fucking weirdo.
It's good to have one person I can trust.
It is.
Like, who steals somebody else's drink and then goes, oh, somebody's trying to kill me? Is this where she goes and stares out that window again? She keeps looking at that, like, giant pylon out there. As if she's got some plans for it. Don't trust her. Don't trust her at all. I'm leaning towards her as being the murderer here. But maybe it's just obvious, I don't know. You gonna say anything? Don't really want to fast forward in case she says something. Oh.
I do hope you didn't murder the detective. I rather liked him.
Not that it's any of your business, but he let me go. Most people are afraid to be alone with me.
I like dangerous men. They tend to like me.
No, don't.
I can see why.
Wait. Why do I feel like we know each other?
Why would you say that?
Perhaps you haven't a memory of the future.
That's a high idea for a low man.
A low man.
That's how you seem.
I get the feeling that most people in this house aren't what they seem. Thought I'd join the club.
Were you in my room? Why
Maybe.
were you in my room? Monsieur!
I was making a mistake.
A mistake.
Look, I'm not stupid. You don't like dangerous men. No one does. But I came up here hoping you might. But the truth is, a woman like you wants to get into the veins of all the men in the house. Tell them what they want to hear, and then when the killer does step into the light, all those infatuated men will protect you. I think you find safety in their adoration. I don't begrudge you. I just ain't gonna fall for it, that's all.
He's not stupid.
You are an insightful man.
Yeah, it's because I find my safety in their fear. I don't have your looks, you see.
So this is not the real you.
Oh, I'm everything I say I am. I just don't want to kill everyone I meet. I think that'd be nagging.
So, we are both acting then, huh?
Or lying. What's the difference?
An actor can be trusted.
All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players.
You know Shakespeare?
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, gentle fine as this, my lips two blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou lest faith turn to despair.
Jeez,
Saints
oh.
do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Don't do it.
Then move not. Or my prayers effect, I take. Do they kiss now?
No, don't do it. Oh, no. That's her fucking dad. That's gross.
Thus from my lips by yours, our sinners purged.
She fucking hates him.
Yes, Evan.
Just good luck, I suppose. You've lost someone, haven't you? I can tell.
Yes.
Man?
No,
Husband?
Mademoiselle? Is that all?
I would be
Who'd
back.
you lose?
I just need to pause that there. That was, yeah, okay, interesting. If you watched the one yesterday, chapter 1, pretty much we realized that she is his daughter because he admitted that he cut off his daughter's nose when she was acting as a witness at the trial. And then later on, she pulled off her nose when she was in her room and then did some weird breathing exercise and then just popped the thing back on. So yeah, that pretty certain that she is his daughter and she hates him, of course. So that was a really weird exchange there. That was creepy as all hell. Reciting Shakespeare together and then making out. Yeah, because that's what you do. That's just fucking normal, that is. Okay. Oh, also, I got the achievement for watching all the scenes in chapter 2 there. So apparently we've watched everything. I've still got to go through Victor's. like entire scene, like plot line thing. So maybe he didn't actually do anything apart from this one scene. But I'll pop in and have a look and see if he does anything of interest.
Bonsoir, gentlemen.
Then we get into the bullshit with all of them. She's gonna shout at him.
Vanderberg, don't wander off too far.
She's
I'm
gonna
to speak to you.
make Vanderberg her bitch.
You flatter me, Monsieur Gustave, but perhaps.
So let's just have a look. Is it counting that I've seen everything now? No, she's got a little bit more. Apparently she's got...
I suppose I'm...
Sounds complicated. So,
Excuse me?
did
Apparently I'm in the wrong place.
I know how those ships feel.
Apparently... that's not how it works. Interesting. Is there a way to zoom in on that? Because apparently... ah, no, there she is. So she's in that room. She's in there.
This will go as fast as I want it to.
But you'll get so much deeper if you go slow.
Ugh.
Let's play a game together, huh?
I'm not interested in games.
But you are interested in the truth. In this game, we'll take turns. Because if the most dangerous man in the house likes me,
She's still playing that game after talking to Victor.
He could make your mistake undone. What was that mistake?
I made no mistake.
No?
No.
No. Alright, yeah, so he leaves the room, so yeah, that's the little bit that we've got there.
Caught outside. Something is burning. Stay here.
His name is Victor Mondi.
Wait, did she not know? Did she not know that that was Victor? Did she not recognize him, no? I thought that when she took her nose off and was doing the heavy breathing and said, he can't hurt you, he can't hurt you, she was talking like that because she knew Victor was in the house. You fucking kidding me? Is it? Because apparently she was 7 when he cut off her nose. So she wouldn't have seen him since she was 7, but I would still have thought that you'd recognize the guy. But apparently not, if this is anything to go by. Also, she would have just realized that she just made out with her daddy, which is lovely.
Monsieur! Monsieur, please! Please!
Okay, that is weird. That is really weird. Because now she's just gonna go and she's gonna She's gonna berate Vanderberg.
What's this about?
Us working girls never forget a face.
I really
Even
don't
when-
understand that though. The Victor Monday. Is that his name is Victor Monday?
In years.
Color me confused. So we've got a little bit more. Yeah, she's back in here. Still the same.
I remember that night. You took me off the street in Whitechapel all the
I didn't actually skip. Apparently you can't. Apparently you can't just move it to that bit. That means I've got to watch it. Alright.
all the way. Wow.
Where were we?
Yeah, okay. Now this looks interesting. It's going to be just loads of him standing around doing nothing, isn't it? Because apparently we've seen all the scenes.
Yeah. I know how you feel.
What? Sorry guys, I'm just being an absolute idiot here because it looked like Victor was there, or is he? There's Gustav with Flora. Where the hell is Victor? Because that's Gustav there. 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe I'll just hop into there and then rewind it. Ah, okay, there. If that's him. So there he is there. And then he disappears off the face of the earth. He was in her room. I'm gonna pop in here, this section here, and then rewind it. Because, yeah, he was in her room, so we should be able to watch him breaking around in there. Yeah. How could it tell me that I've seen all the scenes when it's completely... This is really backwards, though. Is this where it begins? Yeah, it seems to be. Hello. He's got a little knife. Tiny little knife sticking out his boot. Didn't realize that before. Man, this house has got thin walls.
Stupid.
What the hell was that? I can see why they didn't count that as a scene, to be honest.
I do hope you didn't murder the detective.
Yeah, that's a fair point. She's there walking away. Just didn't want to have to listen to that or watch that creepiness going on.
So this is your plan. The love of a good woman.
Not her though, dude. Nope.
Yeah. I can see how that would change me. I like your taste.
It's getting super creepy. Then they're going for the Game of Thrones vibe of just throwing the casual incest in there. Is this where he has the wee face off of Vandenberg? So just saying, in this bit, Victor has it out of Vandenberg because Victor apparently, at one point, wanted to spend his entire life savings on a little drawing done by William Turner, an artist at the time. And it turns out that Vandenberg went and bought everything at the auction. Just went and bought everything. And he's holding that as a personal vendetta against them because he said, "Oh, I just wanted this one little painting or one little drawing, and you just went and bought everything. And you're an asshole because you're rich, and I'm jealous and all that crap."
Money. He doesn't much care for art. Perhaps if another man.
They've done it all my life. So maybe, just maybe, you don't want me to throw this away just yet.
Didn't see him pull that out before.
Well, come on then, Tesla. Tell me how it works.
I think he's got some anger issues there.
Three nights ago, I had a dream. It felt more vivid than my waking hours. In the dream, I saw a new design, a radio of some kind. When I woke, I found I had sketched the blueprint in my sleep.
Huh?
Impossible, and yet it was so. Today, a reporter was visiting my workshop. They saw the blueprint and asked what it does. I lied and said it was a means to contact the dead, a spirit radio. But the truth is, I do not know what it does. Only that I must build it.
Oh, jeez. So these two twats have been walking around hugging this goddamn thing talking into it because they want to talk to the people that they've lost. Fucking Tesla. It was all a lie. He just fucking built it and he doesn't know what it does. Great. Sounds just about right.
The sound of thunder. What am I gonna do?
Breathe deeply and creepily. You're really good at that.
Tell me. What am I gonna do?
Tell me your story. Tell me your secrets. Come on.
Fucking get this to work. I can help her out.
Help who?
Oh, I thought you were.
Aye, now he's gonna ask Edison to tell him how it works. And Edison's not gonna know. Firstly, because he's a fake. Big fat phony. And secondly, because Tesla didn't fucking know what it did. End of chapter 2. Alright, well that's us completed the entire storyline for chapter 2. Apart from, like, standing next to Tesla's body, which, to be honest, I can't be asked doing. I don't wanna. Don't know why I'm getting exclamation marks there. But okay, so what? 3 photos I still need to find. 5 more news articles, 4 more letters, quite a few more diary bits, and I need to look at what, 2 more important artifacts. Well, I'm just finding them, just reading them as I'm going. But yeah, that is chapter 2 completely done, 100%. Like, there's no gaps on any of them, and I got the achievement. Yeah, it gave me the achievement before even watching Victor Monday's stuff, but I can see why, because it was literally him just muttering to himself and being creepy in Sarah's room. It didn't really give any information at all, so I can understand why that is. But that's what we're doing here. We're getting all the backstory stuff as well. We're getting all the inconsequential shit in there as well. Even though, gotta say, it does take a little bit extra time. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end that stream on there, and I don't know, I might do the 3rd chapter today. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm gonna go get myself some food. I hope you guys enjoyed that today, and I mean to say, every time I do one of these videos, I'm just going to be dumping it on YouTube there as well. It's under SARACENS LAMENT as well. So you can watch them again, whatever. I do leave it on my Twitch as well, but apparently that time's out. So yeah, just gonna end that stream there today, guys. I will see you later.